Hey friends, Kevin Goehring here, your Sacramento, Stockton area realtor and lender, here with this week's weekly real estate report. Well, how about I start this week off with some positive news? Well, I am absolutely positive that gas is too high and we are seeing some terrible inflation. There's my positive comment for today. So let's go over to the chart and see what's happening, and maybe we can pick up some positive news over there. No. All right, so let's start off with the green line, our available inventory. Well, that is some positive news, right? It is still continuing to climb. We had a little bit of a decline the last few weeks, but it's back on its trajectory going up, which is a good sign for home buyers in a normal market. Positive news number two, we are continuing to see pending sales not fall. Looks like it's getting a little stagnant right there. That doesn't surprise me too much. You know, a lot is going on in the economy right now with rates going up as fast as they are. That's a bit of a shock. And I believe it's caused some people to pull back a little bit and say, let's kind of think about what's going on here. Take a little breather. Pending sales. That was down there. So let's talk about our median sales price. Well, that's something going on right there. So definitely we had some stagnation there. We peaked out. Then we saw a big jump the last 2 weeks to nearly $600,000 for a median sales price. But this week, the numbers are starting to look like it could come back down. Now, let's talk about what else we see on here. Well, of course, we can still see that the sales are going up. Went down a little bit this week. We'll see how that corrects out next week. But let's keep in mind some historical points here. We have to go back 2 years ago, and we went inverted here. Inverted meaning that the active homes, there's fewer active homes than there are pending sales. In a normal market over here, the inventory is much higher than the pending sales. And that causes some stability in the home prices. But we've been inverted for quite some time. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this plays out. You know, we're starting to hear a lot of news about the bubble. You think? I think that's been happening for a long time. But I don't think we're going to see this rapid, sudden correction like we have in the past. We could. Definitely could. Nobody knows for sure. But the reason why I say this is because we're still inverted here. That's why I brought that up. And I think we need to see the green, the available homes, at least climb above the pending sales before we see a dramatic and sudden drop in the median home price. That may happen quickly, but I do think that is one of the first things that we're going to see. But until then, we still have more people trying to buy than we have homes available, which is going to keep prices somewhat high. But let's take a step back and let's talk about rates. Well, no positive news right there. Freddie Mac is reporting this week that the average 30-year fixed rate mortgage has jumped to 4.72% at 0.8 of a point up front. Now, they are saying that that is the largest 3-month increase in rates we have had since 1994. Now, if we take a step back, though, I want to bring up this chart and show you an historical average of rates. Now, if we look at this historical average of rates, we have to admit that as rates are going up, we're like, oh my gosh, 4.72%. This is horrible. No, it's not really that bad. If we take a look at what was happening around 1992, November 6th of 1981, rates, the average rate was 18.37%. 18.37 versus 4.72. Now, does 4.72 sound so bad right now? It really doesn't. Historically speaking, 4.72 is a pretty good rate. And you can see on the chart that we're still pretty low. So rates are not terrible. It's just when we take a look back where we've been over the last few years, it seems shockingly high, but it is not that bad. However, we still have a lot of folks trying to buy homes. Rates have gone up, which means their purchasing power has decreased, which means roughly home prices have increased about 20% if you think about it in payment terms. So A lot yet to be seen, and it's going to get interesting. We'll see what happens, right? All right, well, I hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for tuning in. Take care. Bye.